Hey friends and family, wanted to make a quick update video. It is Monday. It is not. I do this every time. I don't know what day it is. It is Tuesday, August 12th. We just left the appointment to see Deja's medical oncologist. Such a breath of fresh air to have a good appointment. Like the last few visits, it's felt like another thing, another negative, what feels like a negative thing, but this was a really good appointment. Before I get into that, I just want everyone to know, like, surgery went well yesterday. She did the lung biopsy, she did the port insertion. It took a little bit longer than expected because they had to stop. She was doing a lot of coughing and woke up. So they had to kind of do some more sedation and give her time to fall back asleep. But it was like a whole day at the hospital. We got there at 9, we left at 4:45. She did really good. She was starving coming out of surgery. But yeah, overall it's good. She's still feeling really sore. She's complaining about some pain, of course in the incision area. That should, die down in a couple days. And yeah, like overall the surgery was good. She did have some hard side effects after, just because all the medications that she took. She was definitely feeling very faint, nauseous. Just her stomach was just in a mess. Yeah, very groggy, fatigue and all that. We had a time getting her in the house. I'm really thankful that Lavetta was here to help me. And she just has a perfect profession, to come in and assist. She'd already left. We're like, oh, come back. Please, can we kidnap you from your family? It's been wonderful hearing her and Deja have like girl chats, and yeah, it was nice. But just left the appointment with her main doctor at CCBD, Dr. Gibson. We did get some interesting news that we got the genetic test back. He said that there was like some mutations there, which I kind of have a feeling what those are. And that's another conversation for a different page that I have on YouTube. But this cancer that she has is not genetic. It's not hereditary, which it's still a bummer to have this diagnosis, but the takeaway from that for me is that it's environmental, right? So that means that there are things that she has control over that she can discontinue doing to make sure that it doesn't come back. It's not like this is just like a predisposition. So in my gut, I've always, since we found out, felt like it had to do with the aluminum deodorant, her diet, and like beauty products and things like that. So that really confirmed that deep gut feeling that I had. Of course, it doesn't give a complete peace of mind, but at least, like I said, knowing that this is environmental. It's and as long as she changes all these different environmental factors, emotional factors, then this is something that we don't have to worry about coming back. It's in her control, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The treatment plan, Dr. Gibson is feeling very confident about it, much more confident than the last time we talked to him. And she's scheduled for chemo to start this Thursday, August 14th. We're going to show up at 9:30, and radiation, we talked about that. We have not heard back from the UT Southwestern Radiology Department, and it's been like almost a week again, or has been a week, since the STAT referral was sent to the UT Southwestern Radiation Department providers. So what we're going to do is go talk to one of the other CCBD radiation oncologists. His name is Dr. Brownlee. He goes to a Fort Worth and a Denton location, but her main oncologist said that he could get her a consultation this Friday. So that's the plan, unless UT Southwestern calls like today. She'll go see the radiation oncologist sometime Friday, do that consultation, and then at that appointment, we'll find out how many days of radiation and all the other details. There's minimal knowledge that we have, so I don't want to speak too much about it. Of course, in my next update video, which will be later this week, or probably next week, we'll let y'all go. We'll let you guys know what we find out from the radiation oncologist. But yeah, Dr. Gibson's feeling much more confident, but he just wants to kind of get the UT Southwestern providers' thoughts on his treatment plan. He said that he did consult with some other colleagues who are fantastic providers, and they also feel very strongly about the current treatment plan, which is the 6 rounds of chemo and HER2 drugs, and then 2 HER2 drugs by themselves at the tail end of treatment. Yeah, she'll do chemo this Thursday. We did have some confusion about who can be in the room with her and who can't. As of right now, the rule for the current office is that she has to do treatment by herself. She can have someone pop in. He said it would be for a few minutes. So Deja's negotiating 30 minutes, but it may be more like 10, 15 minutes. And that chemo time will be for her to rest and relax. I think that she does want company, but there's not a private room for her to do chemo. And when it comes to germs and it comes to respecting other people who are also going to be doing infusions in the same room with her, just respecting those individuals' privacy and what their needs might be. So that's why they try not to have guests to come into the chemotherapy room. So we respect that. They do have like a waiting area, for friends and family, but we will have to all learn how to root for Deja in a different way. It's really important that she finds some zen in her life. Some of the theatrics and this overzealous, we just kind of all, including myself, just kind of bring it in, tone it down, real calm, real zen. So we'll all keep working on that. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, she's resting right now. I'm gonna go make her some lunch. I was able to get some really good, like meal plans put together that Deja's approved, while my friend Lavetta was here. She really, trusts Lavetta's expertise when it comes to nutrition and food, and such a blessing. So yeah, that's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I do have the order forms. I will drop a link for the t-shirts, the Team Deja t-shirts. They are $12. Yeah, they're $12. So if you want to get one, it is a limited supply. But you'd be supporting Deja, also supporting a small local business, a Black-owned business, and we love that. We love all of that. I think that's it. So yeah, that's all the details that I have. That's all I have to share. I hope this video answers any questions that anybody else may have. Continue to keep Deja in your prayers. Send her positive energy. If you're around her, be mindful of the limitations that she has. We're not going to put temptation in front of her. We're going to suggest calm activities. Gila, thank you so much for sending me the event, the movie on the lawn at the Nasher, what's it called? The Nasher Museum. I think that's a fantastic, calm outing for Deja. We will hope that she's feeling up to it on Friday. If not, we'll catch the next one. But I love just, the ideas that her friends are sending, just like calm, hobbies for her to do. Definitely want to get her in a pottery class, or maybe just like do like a paint night at home with all her, homies to come over. We have shoe covers, we have slippers for her friends, we have masks, antibacterial soap. Of course, I don't know if she quite realizes that she'll have to do a lot more, personal protective gear, and kind of limit some of the outings because of crowds and flu seasons coming. She cannot get sick. She cannot get a fever. But I'm reminding myself as her mom to trust that Deja's going to make choices that are going to benefit her throughout this process. And when she's having days where she's having chemo brain, and I will be there to help her remember, help her to think through things. And that's all that I can ask of anyone who is communicating with her, is to look out for her best interest. Because sometimes you just want what you want, but it might not be in your best interest to have those things. So that is our challenge. That is our way of loving her, is to look out for her and not let her have everything that she wants. This is not an instant gratification lifestyle. It's a slow, steady, and it's definitely a change of gears emotionally and mentally and socially for everyone who's close to her. But most importantly, it's a change of life for Deja. I don't want to start rambling. I'm gonna go make her lunch, but that's the update. I love you. My phone's gonna be on D&D. I'm exhausted. Deja's exhausted. We just need a little time to kind of regroup, and I would love to see her on her phone less so she can actually rest and she can find time to meditate and listen to her brain tapping. And as much as I want to control that, I'm trying my best to trust her that she will prioritize her own needs for once in her life. And her need right now is to rest and to hydrate and to find her peace and her calm. So, okay, love you all.